So in this video, I'm going to show you how to make this right here. These are spicy salmon sliders. This was a meal where I wanted a burger, but I did not want red meat. So keep watching. I'm going to show you how to do this. So the first thing you want to do is make sure all your toppings is prepped. The kind of bread that I use is brioche buns. I got them from my local Italian grocery store. So right now we're going to start on the sauce for the topping of the sliders. These is very easy, a couple ingredients. The first thing I had was a half a cup of Miracle Whip or mayo, whichever one you prefer. So this is a meal where the Miracle Whip is like one of the key ingredients. If you do not like it, then you can just use the other ingredients here. The next thing I added was 2 tablespoons of ketchup and 2 tablespoons of sriracha. The sriracha is what's going to make it spicy. So next up, we add 1 teaspoon of fresh cracked black pepper. The next ingredient we add is 1 teaspoon of creole seasoning as well. After you have everything in the bowl, you do want to take a whisk. Just go ahead and whisk that in together. Make sure everything is well combined. Once you get everything mixed in together, you do want to cover it with some saran wrap and then let it chill in your refrigerator. There's no minimum time to chill. So after you refrigerate that, it is time to prep the salmon. The first thing you want to do is take a fillet of salmon and cut it up into 8-ounce cuts if you don't already have it. This was mine already prepped. Then you're going to take one of the salmon fillets and you're going to cut that in half. I made 4 burgers, so I took 2 fillets and cut them in half. So after that, you want to season the salmon. I took about 1 tablespoon of Old Bay, 1 tablespoon of Creole seasoning, 1 tablespoon of black pepper, and 1 teaspoon of zazoom. Last but not least, the dried herb that I used was 1 tablespoon of dried parsley flakes. Here is a screenshot of all the ingredients and the measurements that I used. Go ahead and pause it and take a screenshot, write it down, do what you want to do. Now we're going to add 1/3 cup of rosemary infused olive oil. I'm going to provide a video soon showing exactly how I make this oil. And you just want to get that mixed in well with the salmon. And I want you guys to marinate this in the refrigerator for a minimum of 1 to 4 hours. So after the salmon fillets are well marinated, it is time to cook. You want to go ahead and add 2 tablespoons of butter to a cast iron skillet. You want this skillet on medium to high heat. Next, you're going to go ahead and lay the salmon in the pan. Give them a little bit of space. Just make sure they are not touching. If you have to move it around, go ahead and do that before they set in stone in that pan. Go ahead and drizzle the rest of that rosemary olive oil onto the fillets in the pan. After 2 to 4 minutes, you do want to go ahead and flip those salmon fillets. So just be careful doing this. Don't forget you are dealing with hot oil and butter. So the next thing you want to do is take 1 lemon wedge and you want to squeeze it over the salmon fillets. You're going to see the smoke in the pan. Do not be alarmed. So the next step is very important. You want to do exactly what I'm doing here. This is called basting. So you want to butter baste the salmon with the oil, the butter, and the lemon juice that you cooked it in. So you just want to bring the pan towards you, create a pour. From that pour, you want to distribute all of that butter, oil, and lemon juice over the salmon fillets. This is going to bring the juice back into the salmon and make them really, really juicy. If done correctly, they should look just like this. Go ahead and remove the fillets from the pan. Drain out some of that oil. Don't rinse the pan out because you're going to toast your brioche buns. Now it is time to assemble. By all means, you can assemble however you want to, but this is how I assembled mine. Took the buns, added some of the sauce on the bottom and the top of each bun, and then I went ahead and took one of the salmon fillets and I laid that at the bottom. Then I went ahead and added 2 slices of tomatoes and then 1 leaf of lettuce. Topped it off with the top of the bun, and you have just created yourself some spicy salmon sliders. Let me know how y'all like this recipe, and I will see you in my next video.